leopard, is one of the representatives of large cats. Its body is elongated, flexible, slender and strong. The length of the torso varies from 91 to 180 to 190 centimeters. Shoulder height is 45 to 80 centimeters. The leopard weighs from 15 to 75 kilograms, depending on subspecies and sex of the animal, very rarely reaching 100 kilograms or more. Males are 1.5 to 2 times larger than females. The head of the leopard is rounded, relatively small, with a distinctly convex forehead, a receding vertex, and a moderately blunted muzzle. The ears are short, triangular, rounded, without tassels. The leopard's eyes are small and pupils are round. The animal has well-developed vision and hearing, but its sense of smell is weak. Predator fangs are relatively thin at the base, but high and sharp. The tail is long, 75 to 110 centimeters, and makes up at least 2/3 of its body. Leopard's legs are slender, relatively short, and very strong. There are soft pads on the paws. Claws of the leopard are hidden. He lets them out only when it is time to grab prey or to climb a tree. Leopard fur is rough and not long, about 25 to 30 millimeters on a back, shorter on a tail. The fur of leopards that live in tropical countries is brightly colored but not fluffy. In the winter of the Far East leopards, it is fluffy and thicker. The body, legs, head and tail of the animal are covered with clearly marked spots. They can be solid or in the form of rings. The spots are larger on the abdomen and legs and smaller on the head. On the back, they are gathered into rosettes. The largest leopard spots do not exceed 5 centimeters in length. In some cases, they merge into stripes in the posterior region of the back or on the sides, and form transverse rings on the tail. The spotted pattern stands out on the yellowish or reddish color of the leopard's fur, shades of which depend on the habitat of the mammal, from yellow-brown to light yellow. Young specimens are somewhat lighter than older ones. Their overall tone is grayish-yellow or off-white. Summer fur of the leopard is rarer, shorter, and lighter than the winter one. By the way, leopards are characterized by different lengths of yellowish and black hairs. The black hairs that make up the spots are longer and thinner than the yellow ones. The degree of spotting and the shape of the spots may vary. The black color may acquire a brownish tint. Because of their coloration, leopards are well camouflaged, huddling on the ground or hiding in tree branches. It is difficult to see them in the grass no more than 50 centimeters in height, even being a few tens of meters away from them. When communicating with their congeners, leopards make different sounds. This may be a growling or roaring, snorting, purring or purring. The leopard's voice is so loud that it can be heard in the mountains several kilometers away. The growl of a leopard resembles the sound of a saw hammering into a tree. This is how a mother calls her cubs to her, and females call to males during heat. When establishing contact with other individuals and marking the boundaries of its territory, the leopard makes a squeaky growl. The frequent cry of males during rutting is similar to a sharp cough, turning into sighs. But, in general, the leopard rarely makes sounds and is silent, even when trapped. Leopards are cautious and secretive animals, but also very brave. They do not run away, but calmly retreat when meeting a man. When hunting their prey in front of people, the predators don't care about screams or even gunshots. Sport hunting for leopard in permitted areas is considered one of the most dangerous, because the wounded animal, unlike many predators, rushes on the hunter. Black and white leopards, sometimes black or black and brown cubs, appear in the same brood as spotted cubs. Such melanistic leopards are called black panthers. True, the skin of black leopards still has spots, which come through to a greater or lesser extent. Another unusual coloration of the leopard is abundism or incomplete melanism. In the abundus leopard, the spots expand and merge together. That is, the black color does not appear on the entire coat, but on its separate areas. In addition to black panthers, there are albino leopards that have blue eyes, white color and almost imperceptible spots, barely discernible in the light. Such individuals are extremely rare. In the wild they have been found in southern China, in India in the Hazaribagh district, in Zimbabwe, and in Mozambique. A few individuals with white hair have been born in zoos around the world. Also, cream-colored leopards with light spots and blue eyes are sometimes born in the wild. A sanctuary located in Los Angeles County in the United States once gave birth to leucistic leopards, leopards with white fur but regular eye color. As they got older, they developed spots. Where does the leopard live? Leopards are more widespread than other members of the feline family, although in some regions there are literally dozens or even a few. But in other places they can be hunted, though at specified times and in certain areas. In Africa, spotted carnivores inhabit vast areas south of the Sahara and localized areas in the north. In Asia, the range of the leopard is very wide and extends from the Caucasus and Transcaucasia, Central Asia, the Far East to some areas of the Arabian Peninsula, southern and southeastern areas of China and Southeast Asia. The black panther is particularly common on the island of Java and the Malacca Peninsula. Leopards live in tropical, subtropical, broadleaf forests, in thickets along the banks of rivers and on mountain slopes, where they do not rise higher than 5,200 meters above sea level, in steppes, savannas, reach barren deserts, and, practically, the borders of populated areas. The most important thing for leopards is to have shelter, enough animals to provide for their food needs, and no threat from humans. Lifestyle of the leopard in the wild. Leopards usually lead solitary and secretive lifestyles. They may settle in remote areas as well as close to humans. Males are alone most of their lives, and females are accompanied by their cubs half of their lives. The size of individual territories of leopards can be different. Females occupy areas from 10 to 290 square kilometers. Males have larger territories, 18 to 1140 square kilometer. Very often, the territories of both sexes overlap each other. The spotted raptor marks its presence on the territory with various markings. In forest areas, it scrapes the bark of trees at a height of 1 to 1.5 m, and makes scrapes on the ground or snow, thus marking site boundaries or permanent routes. With the help of urine or feces, the leopard marks resting places or permanent shelters. Lead a sedentary lifestyle, but some individuals often roam, most often young males. Leopards regularly move around their territory in search of prey. Leopards make their migrations by permanent routes, depending on the terrain. In the mountains, the predators walk along ridges of mountain ridges or, conversely, down along stream beds, sometimes rising to look around. Raptors prefer to cross water obstacles by fallen trees. On snow, they try to follow trails beaten by ungulates or their old footprints. Leopards usually make their dens on slopes for better visibility. For shelter they use caves, root hollows of trees, placers of rocks, rock canopies, and driftwood. At rest, the leopard moves at a walking pace, treading lightly and gracefully. But it can break into a gallop, and the maximum speed of the leopard reaches 60 kilometers per hour. Also, predators can make huge jumps up to 7 m long and 3 m high. In addition, leopards are good swimmers and can overcome significant water obstacles, but do not like to do so. Ability to climb trees helps leopards not only when hunting for food. During the day, they often rest on branches, hiding from the heat. Moreover, by climbing a tree, they can escape other predators. For example, in India, this is how the leopard hides from packs of red wolves. How long do leopards live? In the natural wild, leopards live up to 14 years. In captivity, their lifespan reaches 20 years. What does the leopard eat? Leopards eat a variety of ungulates. In savannas, deserts, steppes and semi-deserts these may be antelope, impala, zebra, giraffe and camel cubs. In forests and mountainous areas, deer, roe deer, gazelle, ibex, goat, gazelle, mouflon, tara, elk, sable, musk deer and rarely wild boar. The diet of the leopard may also include small prey, mice, porcupines, tubers, hares, foxes, martens, badgers. If there is a lack of regular food, leopards feed on monkeys, rodents, birds, pheasants, grouse, partridges, allers, etc., even catching reptiles, lizards, snakes, and insects. Sometimes other predators such as hyena dogs, jackals and other cheetahs become their prey. There are reports that Far Eastern leopards have even attacked small bear cubs. Also, predatory cats sometimes catch fish and crabs, though not often, and some individuals, often old, do not disdain to scavenge or steal prey from their own kind. Leopards living near human habitations prey on dogs and livestock, sheep, donkeys, horses, goats, pigs, and rarely cows. The leopard is also capable of attacking humans. But man-eating leopards are much rarer than man-attacking tigers and lions. Only an old or sick animal would do that. A healthy and young animal will only attack a human if it is wounded. In a day, the leopard eats up to 20 kilograms of meat. After killing a large prey, he feeds on it for another 4 to 5 days. Only after that the leopard goes to the next hunt. Leopards drink a lot, especially after eating. Therefore, they always settle in places where water is always present. As a rule, cats go to the water hole at night. In addition to animal meat, leopards eat grass to clean the gastrointestinal tract of hair, which they swallow while brushing their fur. How do leopards hunt? Leopards are nocturnal hunters. But sometimes they can hunt during the daytime as well, especially in cloudy weather. Leopards go for their prey during the pre-dawn hours and hunt during the first half of the night. If the hunt is unsuccessful, they continue it in the wee hours of the morning. These predators are capable of attacking a wide variety of animals, acting cunningly and swiftly. They mainly hunt their prey on the ground, but, at the same time, they are good at climbing trees and catching their prey there as well. The gait of these felines is silent. They will hunt their prey at animal trails, watering holes, salt licks, or even tree branches. Creep up to their prey quietly and cleverly, approaching within 2 meters and making a decisive move. Leopards don't like to follow their prey, they usually run no more than 40 to 50 m after an ambushed animal. Leopards kill small animals with a bite to the neck. Jumping on a large animal's back, they knock it down, throw their whole body weight on it, wrap their paws around its neck and bite its throat or the back of its head. Leopards usually hunt alone. A female leopard can go hunting together with her adult offspring while the family is still together. As a rule, leopards kill one animal without touching or frightening the others. If the leopard does not eat the killed prey immediately, he may drag the remains of the meal into a tree to keep them away from hyenas, jackals, and other carcass eaters. But usually they carry the remains several hundred meters away and hide them in a thicket of plants. These predators do not compete with other big cats for food because they do not eat only large ungulates. Breeding leopards in their southern habitat, leopards breed year-round. In the Far East, they mate in January. During the mating season, male leopards are aggressive, often fighting and roaring loudly. Leopards make their breeding dens in the most remote and secluded places. It may be various secluded places, under trees, under stones, or in rocks. Before giving birth to her cubs, the female leopard lays dry leaves and grass at the bottom of the den. A leopard's pregnancy lasts 3 months. It gives birth at night and lasts 6 to 10 hours. A litter usually contains 1 to 4 cubs weighing 500 to 700 g and up to 15 centimeters in length, but up to 6 newborn cubs are possible. Leopard cubs are born blind and helpless, covered with long, thick brownish fur with dark spots. They see in 1.5 weeks, and are on their feet in 2 weeks, crawling around the den. Leopard kittens meow like their relatives, house cats. If the female leopard senses danger, she hides her kittens elsewhere, carrying them in her teeth one by one. Up to 6 to 8 weeks old, the female keeps the cubs in hiding, and then they start coming out of the den to play. The female feeds them with meat food, first by belching half-digested food and then by bringing them killed small animals and birds. At 5 to 6 months of age, after the mother stops feeding her cubs with milk, she begins to lead them to the killed prey. The cubs follow their mother for more than a year, learning hunting and survival techniques, before she starts her heat. Young leopards from the same brood stay together for some time. They become sexually mature at the end of 2 years, with females a bit earlier than males. During this period, the young animals disperse and settle in other places. The leopard is a type of animal of the panther genus. This species is distinguished by several subspecies. The Indochinese leopard, lat. Panthera pardastellicori, is a subspecies that is often black in color. The predator inhabits Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Myanmar, Thailand. According to data from 2016, Rostra Garcia et al., 2016, it is no longer found in Singapore, may have been destroyed in Laos and Vietnam, and has almost disappeared from Cambodia and southern China. The population, not exceeding 2,503 individuals, is constantly threatened with extinction. Due to deforestation, the area that is the habitat of this species is shrinking. Poaching and illegal trade of wild animals also negatively affects the population of the Indochinese leopard. The Indian leopard, lat. Pantheropardus fusca. Males reach 128 to 142 centimeters in body length and 71 to 92 centimeters in tail length. The maximum weight of the leopard does not exceed 77 kilograms. Females are 104 to 117 centimeters long and have a tail length of 76 to 88 centimeters and weigh 29 to 34 kilograms. The Indian leopard lives in northern India and adjoining countries, Nepal, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Pakistan, southern China. Indian leopards have long been famous as cannibals. Perhaps in earlier times, this was because they fed on the unburied corpses of people who died in periods of epidemics, and then, after tasting human meat, continued their attacks. The North China leopard, Pantheropardus japonensis, has the same size as the Amur leopard, body length up to 136 centimeters and tail length up to 90 kilograms. The average weight of males is 50 kilograms and of females 32 kilograms. North Chinese leopards are found in the forests and mountains of central and northeastern China. According to data from 2015, LaGuardia et al., 2015, the number of predators is 174 to 348. For comparison, in 1998, their numbers reached about 1,000 individuals. The Ceylon leopard, lat. Pantheropardus cotea. Males reach 142 centimeters in length and females 114 centimeters. The tail length of the male up to 96.5 centimeters, and females up to 84 centimeters. The maximum weight of the male to 77 kilograms, females up to 44 kilograms. The species was named after its only habitat, the island of Ceylon, which is now called Sri Lanka. In the wildlife from 700 to 950 individuals, data for 2015. The Javanese leopard, lat. Pantheropardus malaz, is one of the endangered subspecies and lives only on the island of Java in Indonesia. It is becoming extinct due to the reduction of its habitat, which is just over 3,000 square kilometers and continues to decrease. According to data from 2008, Ario et al., 2008, there are between 350 and 525 individuals in the wild. The Javanese leopard was previously thought to be exclusively black, but later it was found that spotted coloration also occurs among them. The South Arabian leopard, Pantheropardus nimr, is the smallest of these leopards, measuring no more than 140 centimeters in length and weighing up to 20 kilograms, females, and 30 kilograms, males. The color background can be either pale yellow or bright gold. The rosettes are patterned. The raptor was once widespread in the Middle East. Nowadays, South Arabian leopards inhabit only small areas in the western part of the Arabian Peninsula. An endangered subspecies in dire need of protection. According to data from 2008, there are no more than 45 to 200 South Arabian leopards living in the wild. The Far Eastern leopard, Amur, East Siberian, Latin Pantheropardus orientalis, is also called Manchurian leopard or Korean leopard. A small subspecies. Body length 107 to 136 centimeters, tail length 82 to 90 centimeters, height at the shoulders up to 78 centimeters. The average weight of the leopard is 32 to 48 kilograms, but can reach 75 kilograms. It differs from other subspecies by its softer and longer fur, 30 to 50 millimeters on the back and up to 70 millimeters on the belly. The coloration of the animal is lighter in winter than in summer. The background varies from cream to golden. The sides are lighter and the belly and inside of the limbs are white. In summer, the color of the coat is more intense. The skull of the raptor is strongly compressed in the interorbital area. Currently, the Far Eastern leopards live in a small area on the border of three countries, Russia, China, and North Korea. As recently as a century ago, their habitat covered the entire Korean peninsula, Primorai, and areas in northern China. As of 2014, there were no more than 50 to 60 individuals left in the wild. It is the rarest living leopard. Currently, active efforts are being made to conserve and restore the population both in captivity and in the wild. In the south of Primorsky Krai, nature reserves have been created to conserve this rare animal. The African leopard, Lat. Pantheropardus, is the most common subspecies. Their body length is up to 180 centimeters and tail length up to 110 centimeters. The maximum weight of males is 91 kilograms and the average weight is 60 kilograms. Females weigh an average of 35 to 40 kilograms. The predator occupies vast areas in Africa, occurring in mountains, savannas, semi-deserts, and rainforests. Avoids desert areas where there is no permanent source of water. Does not occur in the Sahara and the desert regions of northern Africa and Namibia. The Persian leopard, aka Near Eastern leopard, Caucasian leopard, is a large animal with a body length up to 183 centimeters and tail length up to 116 centimeters. The mass of the leopard reaches 60 kilograms. The winter fur of the animal is pale, dull, the background is grayish ochre, the spots are relatively rare, of a brownish hue. Summer fur can be of two kinds, lighter and darker. As of 2008, there are between 870 and 1,290 adults worldwide. Persian leopards inhabit Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, eastern Turkey, Turkmenistan, Kopatdag Mountains, Azerbaijan, Nakhichevan, Talysh Mountains, Karabakh, Armenia, and Greater Caucasus Mountains in Georgia. The habitat of leopards is the bases of rocks and placers of rocks, sometimes plains, overgrown with bushes. The species, previously widespread in the North Caucasus, were completely exterminated in the mid-20th century. The Persian leopard is included in the Red Book of Russia as an endangered species. Extinct subspecies of the leopard, the European leopard, Pantheropardus sickenbergi, used to inhabit the territory of Europe. It became extinct about 10,000 years ago, towards the end of the Pleistocene. The Zanzibar leopard, Pantheropardus adersi, is thought to be an extinct subspecies. It lived on the island of Unguja, Zanzibar. The Zanzibar leopard was last seen in this area in 1980. Leopards, like other animals, interbreed with other species while in captivity.